Have you ever wondered why some connections feel effortless while others leave you puzzled, uncertain, or even frustrated? Today, we're going to explore 10 subtle signs that a woman may have had multiple intimate partners in her life. This is not about judgment, blame, or labeling anyone. It is about understanding patterns, observing behaviors, and protecting your time, energy, and emotional well being. Relationships are complex. Every person carries their past with them. Every experience leaves subtle traces, influencing how they behave, how they communicate, and how they connect with others. Recognizing these signs is not about shaming anyone, it's about awareness, about being able to navigate intimacy with clarity, respect, and confidence. Sign number one: confidence in physical intimacy. Confidence is magnetic. When a woman feels comfortable in her own skin, it shows. But there's a difference between natural confidence and a level of ease in intimate moments that surprises you. Imagine the first time you are physically close. She moves with certainty, she takes initiative, she engages with curiosity, and she does not hesitate. This level of confidence often comes from experience, not just personal comfort, but familiarity with multiple partners. Notice the subtleties, the way she initiates touch, the way she responds, the way she explores closeness. Confidence here is not arrogance, it's awareness. Awareness of her own body, her comfort, and her desire to engage fully. If you notice this, it's not a reason to judge her, it's a clue. Observe, reflect, and let it guide how you approach intimacy. Confidence can be natural too. Some people are simply self-assured. That's why it's essential to look for patterns alongside other signs. Take a moment to check your intuition. What is it telling you? Experience shapes confidence in ways that are often invisible until you observe closely. It is seen in the ease of movement, in the absence of hesitation, in the curiosity that emerges naturally without prompting. When someone has experienced multiple partners, there is often a certain rhythm, a fluidity, and an understanding that can only come from familiarity. This is not a measure of value, but a reflection of practice. Each experience builds knowledge, awareness, and a level of self-assurance that manifests subtly in intimate moments. Sign number two: skill and knowledge in intimate settings. Have you ever been with someone who seems to know exactly what to do without guidance or hesitation? Their movements are fluid, their choices precise, and their awareness of your reactions immediate. This is more than instinct, it is skill, built from experience. Experience with multiple partners teaches lessons that can't be learned overnight. It teaches attentiveness, communication, and responsiveness. Skill is often subtle. Perhaps she knows exactly how to touch you, how to guide you without words, how to read your reactions. This is not about perfection. It's about awareness, confidence, and the willingness to experiment. Proficiency in intimacy is rarely innate. Very few people start life knowing all the nuances of connection. When you notice skill, it is often the product of practice. Practice accumulated over time with different experiences. The depth of knowledge that comes from experience is fascinating because it is not something that can easily be taught or acquired overnight. Each interaction, each partner, each relationship adds layers of understanding. When someone has learned these lessons, they carry with them an unspoken expertise. You may notice small things, a way of adjusting to your movements, a subtle anticipation of your reactions, or an ease that suggests comfort with both giving and receiving pleasure. This is skill refined through experience. Sign number three: inconsistencies in storytelling. Stories are mirrors into a person's past. They reveal who they are, who they've been, and what they've experienced. But sometimes the pieces don't fit perfectly. Names may change, timelines shift, hobbies appear and disappear. When these inconsistencies surface, it can indicate multiple past relationships. Imagine she mentions a relationship that seems unclear, or hobbies she once enjoyed now feel forgotten. It's not necessarily deception. It may simply be that the mind reshapes memories, or that she chooses what to reveal in the moment. The key is to notice patterns, not isolated incidents. Ask yourself, is this inconsistency a red flag, or just a natural part of human memory and growth? Observe her reaction when you ask gentle, clarifying questions. Openness indicates honesty and willingness to share. Tension, defensiveness, or evasion might be a signal to pause, reflect, and proceed with care. Inconsistencies are subtle signals, not verdicts. When observed carefully, they provide insight into experience and perspective. They do not define value, they define history. Everyone has a past, and every past leaves traces in stories, memories, and expressions. Recognizing inconsistencies is about awareness. It is about understanding patterns, not judging character. Sign number 4, avoidance of emotional intimacy. Physical presence does not always equal emotional engagement. A woman with a history of multiple intimate partners may unconsciously protect herself by avoiding deep emotional connection. She might stay at a superficial level, avoid vulnerability, or seem distant even when physically close. Notice the subtleties. Does she share her feelings freely? Does she respond when you seek connection? Emotional distance is not cruelty. It is self-protection, built from experiences where attachment may have been painful, brief, or complicated. Your responsibility here is not to fix her or force connection. Your responsibility is to recognize patterns, honor your emotional needs, and decide whether this dynamic aligns with the kind of connection you desire. Sometimes awareness is the greatest act of love for yourself. Emotional intimacy is a dance of trust, vulnerability, and connection. When someone has experienced multiple partners, it can alter how they engage emotionally. Protecting oneself becomes a natural instinct. Recognizing this pattern allows you to navigate relationships consciously, to set boundaries, and to honor your own emotional well-being. It is a balance of empathy and self-respect. Sign number 5, comfort with casual encounters. When intimacy feels spontaneous, casual, or unbound, it may indicate that she has experienced multiple uncommitted encounters. This is not judgment, it is simply awareness. If casual interactions are normalized for her, it shapes expectations of relationships. Consider the implications. Ease with casual intimacy can sometimes lead to comparisons with past experiences. It can also influence how she approaches new partners. Awareness allows you to navigate this dynamic with clarity, whether that means patience, setting boundaries, or choosing to prioritize deeper connection. Casual comfort is not inherently negative. It becomes important when it affects how you feel, how safe you feel, or how secure the connection is. Your awareness is your compass. Understanding her comfort with casual encounters allows you to communicate expectations clearly and maintain emotional integrity. Sign number 6, comparing you to past partners. Comparisons happen, often subconsciously. If she mentions past partners or compares you, your actions, your habits, or even your intimacy, it can indicate that her previous experiences influence the present. Notice the frequency, the tone, and the intent. Is it a passing reference or a recurring theme? Are you feeling insecure or evaluated? Remember, her comparisons reflect her own internal benchmarks, not your value. Your value is inherent, not a comparison point. Set boundaries calmly. Communicate clearly. Protect your self-esteem. Observation allows you to navigate without internalizing unnecessary insecurity. Comparison is a natural human behavior. Awareness allows you to differentiate between observation and judgment. It allows you to remain confident while understanding the dynamics that may arise from past experiences. You can maintain respect, clarity, and emotional strength while navigating these situations. Sign number 7, social openness about past experiences. Sometimes her social circle knows details about her past that she barely mentions to you. This can be an indicator of multiple past relationships. How she handles disclosure, whether open or indirect, can reveal patterns of communication and honesty. Awareness of social dynamics helps you understand context. Transparency with you indicates willingness to build trust. Indirect discovery might indicate caution, privacy, or discomfort. Recognize these patterns and respond with thoughtful observation, not impulsive judgment. Social openness is part of a larger pattern of awareness and understanding. It is an invitation to observe without judgment, to engage with clarity and insight. Sign number 8, confidence in experimentation and communication. Experience often breeds clarity. A woman who has had multiple partners may communicate desires, boundaries, and preferences with ease. She may initiate new experiences or guide interactions with precision. Observe, does she express herself openly? Does she listen and adapt? This is not manipulation, it is awareness and comfort with intimacy. Communication is the bridge between desire and understanding, and experience often strengthens this bridge. Understanding how she communicates allows you to navigate intimacy consciously and with confidence. Sign number 9, emotional resilience and independence. Multiple past relationships often cultivate resilience. She may be independent, self assured, and less dependent on external validation. While this is a strength, it also means that forming deep connection requires patience, empathy, and alignment of values. Reflect on your needs. Does this independence inspire growth, or does it create distance? Awareness allows you to honor both your partner's autonomy and your own emotional well being. Independence is both a strength and a signal to approach relationships with thoughtfulness and patience. Sign number 10, patterns of attachment and detachment. Finally, observe the rhythm of closeness and distance. If intimacy is followed by sudden withdrawal, or if connection feels fleeting, it may indicate learned patterns from multiple past relationships. Awareness of this pattern helps you navigate your own emotional responses, set boundaries, and protect your energy. Relationships are a dance. Understanding her rhythm allows you to engage consciously, not reactively. Clarity, patience, and observation are your tools. Recognizing attachment patterns enables you to maintain your emotional integrity while building meaningful connections. These 10 signs are not about judgment. They are about awareness. Awareness empowers you. Observation guides your decisions. Reflection keeps you grounded. Relationships are complex, and every person carries their past. Recognize patterns, honor your needs, and engage with clarity, patience, and wisdom. Use these signs as a guide, not a verdict. Protect your energy, respect yourself, and prioritize honesty in every connection. Awareness is your superpower. Observation is your ally. And reflection ensures that you remain grounded, patient, and wise as you navigate love.